Jai Shri Ram. For the Scrabble champion and anyone who wants to really improve their English, Z or Z is the American way to say it. Z is the British way. And anyway, to hell with this dumb language which has only 26 letters. And English is a language which steals words from every other language, and that reflects on their culture. The English culture is fundamentally steal and loot, because that is what Christianity teaches. The in the Christian canon, canon, canon means a selection of holy books. Canon means a rule or a law. The Christian canon says there is a dogma called the dogma of Christian discovery. That means all lands that are already populated don't count as discovered by someone else until a Christian discovers it. There's actually a rule, law passed by a pope. The details you can find out. That is the law or doctrine of Christian discovery. That is how Christopher Columbus, who killed millions of Native Americans who were already living there, and then he claimed that he had discovered America. So this is pure evil. So the Christianity allows that. Islam also allows that. So because they feel that they have a right to convert, kill, and loot. So anyway, I never lose an opportunity to explain these simple facts about these desert cults. Okay, whereas you can spare the Hebrews, the Israelites. The word Jew is not to be used because it is considered a slur. So the word Jew is also not there in the Scrabble dictionary, for the simple reason that it has a negative connotation. Jewing means bargaining, and so by the efforts of some Jews, this word has been removed because it's a slur. In fact, the same thing should be done by Hindus. Hindus should make sure that the word kufar must be removed from the Holy Quran, because that is a slur. Because kafir means najis or filth, which means shit, fecal matter. So even from the Bible, the word pagan, heathen, gentile, these are all extremely insulting terms which must be removed. So anyway, we are talking about Z, and I think this much freedom I always have to explain things which are facts. There's nothing I made up. Z or Z, to hell with it. Anyway, if you want to be a world champion, look at the words. I told you already, don't worry too much about the meanings. I've just collected some Z words here, which I presume are likely to come up on your rack. The likelihood, of course, is infinite, but I've selected some. Stare at the paper, take a Xerox with your brain, develop an eidetic memory. EIDETIC. Eidetic means photographic memory. And the meanings of some words I've written because I think they can be used in our conversation. The rest of them are not necessarily necessary for any conversation anywhere, unless of course you're trying to show off or deliver a talk on Scrabble words. So Zayin, Zebrano, Zenana. Zenana is that part of the house where women are housed, because this is how women are treated in Islam, and they have Mardana. Akbar had 5,000 concubines, Concubine. Concubine is a mistress, a keep. So concubines are, they are allowed because the Quran 4.24 allows it. A Muslim man can have any number of kafir women as sex slaves. So Zanana is that part of the house which has all the women. Okay, so Mardana is for the men. Zanana has two spellings, Z-E-N-A and Z-A-N-A. Xander, zany. Zany means ludicrously comical. Zany, zanier, zaniest. Zanyish. Zanier, zaniest. Completely. If you have seen Monty Python, that's purely zany. Very enjoyable. Zanza, Zarf, Zebras, zebra and an ass cross. Zebrano, Zebrine, zebra and a horse cross. Zoia, to be zonked, to be stupefied, stunned or drunk. Za, zo, Both za and zo are a cow, yak actually crossed with a cow. Eh? Milch cattle. Zilch means nothing. Ice is equal to IZD. You can add ISC or IZD and IC and IZD to any word to verbalize it, sort of, right? Realize, atomize, diarize, lionize. So you can add IZD or ISC and do that. And then you have, let's see what else. Zooey, resembling a zoo. Unfortunately, if you look at our parliament and our assemblies, our Indian democracy has really failed us. Fortunately, with Modi ji at the helm, things are likely to improve, and we will get this the zooey parliament. No longer, we should make sure that we flush out all these beasts and wild animals, these dweebish lunkheads from the parliament. So zooey means like a zoo. Zizava, I love this word, is a beetle, an American weevil. I made a video on this also. It's a red and very handsome looking beetle, insect. Zizava, ZYZZYVA. Of course, when you want to use this word, obviously there's only one Z there, isn't it? In the Scrabble tiles, there's only one Z. So you will have to use two blanks and then dispose of all this. Fine. Then Zaftig. Zaftig describes a woman who is plump and full-bosomed and very sexy. Voluptuous means sexy. Jo, D, ZHO, ZHO, Zo, Zo, Za, Zo. All four mean the same. That is a yak and a cow cross. Fez, I think, is a cap, F-E-Z. Fizz is bubbles. Jizz is a wig and whiz is a short form for wizard. Fez, fizz, jizz, whiz. Zebu is an ox, an Asian ox. Okay. Quiz, you already know. Zingara is a female gypsy. Yeah. And squiz is an inquisitive look. Squizzy, quizzical expression. Inquisitive look, questioning look. A zombie. So zombie is willless humans. I think, the Abrahamic cults, Christianity and Islam actually produce zombies because they are not allowed to question anything. In the Holy Quran 5.101, the Holy Quran clearly says don't ask questions. So in the Bible also, questioning is considered blasphemous and the punishment for blasphemy is death. So zombies are created. Zombie is a willless human, you already know that. Zine, Z-E-I-N, remember that, I don't know, I don't recollect what it means. Zerk. Zingy is exciting. Z-I-N-G-Y, zingy. Zona. And what else? ZZZ is the sound of somebody sleeping. Zzz. And then Z, S is also allowed. What ridiculous it. How nonsense. That's a sound actually. Anyway, this is English for you. Zag, zap, kill instantly. You zap a mosquito. And many Khalistanis are getting zapped everywhere. Anti-Indian activists and terrorists worldwide are getting zapped. Zas, that is the plural of the za, zo. Zazo,dzo, the D is silent. Z is Z is hizzed and H is silent. DZHO, zo, ZHO, H is silent.Dzo, zo, za, zo, and plural is as. Zax, ZZ, and ZHO, that's already there. Zipless means lacking energy. Zit is a pimple. Zit is a pimple. Zippy, full of energy. Zingy is exciting. Zippy is full of energy. Zibet is zibet. And ziti and zloty. Zloty, I think, is a currency in Poland. So keep listening. Listen to it a couple of times. Keep staring at the paper. Take an imprint. Xerox it with your brain and develop an eidetic memory. Who knows, you could be the next Scrabble world champion. And also buy a book. Buy this dictionary, Merriam-Webster. But I prefer the Collins. The Collins Scrabble dictionary contains more words than the Merriam-Webster dictionary. So go for Collins. But in some competitions they use the Merriam. So you will have a disadvantage. If you use words from the Collins, they will say, for example, Zoe is allowed in America, but I think Za is not allowed. Z-A. So this kind of dumbness is still there. I think they should make it one dictionary. After all, it's one language, isn't it? These dumb dweebies Lunkheads. Somebody has to tell them. Jai Shri Ram.